Alright guys, so let's talk a bit about variables in Clojure. Now, we've already seen how to create variables, okay? There was really no way to get around that. The way we create variables is with the def keyword, okay? And we can assign a value to it, like we've seen in the previous lecture. We can assign a function to it, like we've seen in other lectures. But there are a few more things I want to talk about when we talk about variables, okay? So first things first, variables are immutable, okay? That means that once you assign a variable, let's say a value to a variable, you cannot change it, okay? In order to actually change it, you need to destroy the variable and recreate it, okay? So there's no, it's no coincidence that I created 7 variables here and then printed them out rather than reassign a different value to that variable. Okay, so you cannot change a variable, and actually in Clojure you will see later on that you don't really actually need to change the value of a variable. That's only in other languages like Java or other JavaScript or PHP or whatever. You change the value of the variable, but in Clojure you don't really need to. Right, so one more thing is that variables are composed of either letters, numbers, or an underscore, okay? And they must begin with either a letter or an underscore. You cannot have a variable that starts with a number. So that is quite a standard restriction. You have that in Java, you have that in other languages, okay? In Clojure, variables are case sensitive. So let's actually write some code now. We can actually define a variable that says, let's say status, and we define that as true, and another variable status in capital letters, and we define that as false. Okay, and if we actually print those variables here down below, I'm going to print status and status in capitals. Okay, and if I run that, we can see that these two variables have different values. Okay, so they are two different variables because Clojure is case sensitive. Okay, even one letter will, in a different case, will change the name of the variable. So I don't want to go into too much detail. That is the basics of variables. We're going to use them obviously extensively throughout the course. Just wanted to give a quick overview of what they are and how to create them. So the main thing is the def keyword, where we assign a value to a variable. Right, so that's it for this lecture. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.